Good morning students. It is a part 3 lecture under the SIM series. These are the contents. Today we are going to discuss driving systems used in CNC machines, transformations, then example question and answer. First, driving system of CNC machines. A CNC machine for driving the machine spindle and feed or axis drive, various driving methods are used. There are 5 methods. AC servo or DC servo motors can be used, or stepper motor, hydraulic or pneumatic driving methods are used. There are 2 control loop systems followed in CNC machine. First one, stepper motor for open loop control system. Here the table rotary movement is carried out by stepper motor. The linear movement of the table is carried out by rotary movement of the lead screw. Here the rack and pinion arrangement is used for converting the rotary motion into linear motion. The work part is placed over the machine table. Here the work head carries the spindle. This one, closed loop system. Here we have measured the position of the table by optical encoder. It is a feedback device which is used to measuring the position of the table. It is a closed loop control system. For open loop control system, stepping motor is used here. For closed loop, servo motors are used. A stepper motor is driven by a series of electrical pulses which are generated by the control unit in an NC system. Each pulse causes the motor to rotate a fraction of one revolution called step angle. The control unit receives the continuous pulses. For receiving the continuous pulses, the stepper motor rotates in continuously. So step angle formula, alpha equal to 360 for one complete revolution means 360 degree. For rotating the 360 degree, it receives example 200 pulses. For rotating one complete revolution, the stepper motor receives the 200 pulses. For alpha, step angle formula equal to 360 divided by ns. Here ns is the number of step angles for the motor. This one, AM equal to NP into alpha step angle. NP is the number of pulses received by the motor. The motor shaft is connected to the screw through a gearbox, which reducing the angular rotation of the screw. The step angle formula, ns the number of step angles for the motor. The standard stepper motor receiving the 200 pulses for rotating the one complete revolution, it means 360 degree. Therefore, alpha is equal to 1.8 degree. It is standard for industrial automation stepper motor. The stepper motors may be permanent magnet type or hybrid or variable reluctance type used in CNC machine. In robo and computer peripheral using the light duty stepper motors. What is basic length unit, BLU? In CNC machine, the displacement length per one pulse output from machine is defined as basic length unit. In the CNC computer, each bit represents 1 BLU. One bit equal to 1 basic length unit. For one receiving the each pulse, the length of movement is the basic length unit. Example, if one pulse makes a servo motor rotate by 1 degree and the servo motor moves the table by linear movement 0.0001 millimeter. 1 U will be is a 0.0001 millimeter. The lead value of the ball screw is related to the displacement unit of the machine tool table. Then transformations. What is transformations? The geometrical changes of an object from a current state to modified state. We can manipulate the created object to the modified object without having to redraw it. Here, matrix is used for transformation. The matrix is more convenient to organize the data. It is efficient processing. It enables the combination of various concatenations, matrix addition, subtraction, or matrix multiplication also used in transformation. There are basic three types of transformations: translation, rotation, scaling. Translation, also called position. We can move the object from one position to another position, is called translation. Orientation means rotation. We can rotate the model or object to a particular angle. The size may be reduced or increased as per the scaling factor. The first one, translation. It moves all points in an object along the same straight line path to a new positions. The object can be moving to one position to another position. The path is represented by a vector called the translation vector or shift vector. Here the P dash is a destination point of x coordinate equal to initial point plus incremental value along the x direction. P dash of y equal to py plus ty. Ex and ty is the incremental value. This is the destination point moving to a particular x incremental and y incremental value. In matrix form, it is represented as P dash equal to P plus T. This is an example for translation. Here the initial point is x2, 2. Here the 2, 2, P is translated to destination point. Along the x direction 6, along the y direction y, along the y direction 4. It's the initial point. It's a x, y is the initial position 2, 2. It can be moved to this point. It's a reposition or moving from this point to this point. P to P dash. P dash equal to 2, 2 initial position. It is matrix addition. 2, 2 plus incremental factor, incremental matrix 6, 4. So 6 in x unit, 4 in y unit. Therefore matrix addition 8, 6. The reposition and the destination point is 8, 6. Rotation. Rotation repositions all points in an object along a circular path in the plane centered at the pivot point. This is the pivot point. Based on the pivot point, the object or the model can be rotated in clockwise or anti-clockwise direction at angle theta. Can be rotated P to P dash. This is the rotation angle theta. Okay. Representation of rotation. Here the rotation matrix R equal to cos theta minus sin theta cos theta. This is the multiplied with the initial point. Here so P is the initial location. It is rotated to P dash. Therefore P dash equal to Px into cos theta minus Py into sin theta. P dash y equal to Px sin theta plus Py cos theta. The initial point is multiplied with the rotation matrix P into R or R dot P. Theta can be clockwise means negative or counterclockwise we have used positive. So, example, uh, find the transformed point P dash caused by rotating point 5, comma 1 about the origin through an angle 90 degrees. Here the rotation angle 90 degree. Initial point PO 5, comma 1, it can be rotated at an angle 90 degree. You say x, comma y 5, comma 1 can be rotated 90 degree. It's a rotation matrix cos theta sin minus sin theta cos theta into 5, comma 1 5, comma 1. We get the formula here. Substituting this, we get minus 1, comma 5. This one minus 1, comma 5. For 90 degree, you can easily remember the points x, comma y can be rotated in 90 degree means for positive in the counterclockwise direction. 5, comma 1 is transformed to minus 1, comma 5. So x, comma y is rotated 90 degree in counterclockwise direction. Therefore, we get minus 1, comma 5. So by substituting the formula also, we get minus 1, comma 5 by rotating an angle 90 degree. Then third transformation, scaling. Scaling changes the sizes of an object and involves two scale factors, x and sy for the x and y directions. Scaling scales are about the origin. P dash equal to sx into px, p dash equal to sy into py. It is a matrix form. P dash equal to s dot p, s equal to sx 0 0 sy. These two are scaling factor along the x and y direction. So example, 2, comma 5 can be reduced in terms of x direction 0.5, sy direction 0.5. Therefore, we get is a reducing scale. 50 times reduced, less than 1 scaling factor means the object is reduced. Here, so 2, comma 5 point is reduced sx 0.5, sy also 0.5. Therefore, this point p dash equal to 1, comma 2.5. 1, comma 2.5. The scale factors are larger than 1. The points will be moved away from the origin. The object will be larger. Uniform scaling and differential scaling used in scaling. For the uniform scaling, we get square. Here the sx and sy both are same. The scaling in x and y direction both are same. Example square. For differential scaling, different scales are used for sx greater than sy for creating the rectangle. Here p of 1, comma 3, here the sx value 2, sy value 5, p dash equal to 1, comma 3 into 2, comma 5, we get 2, comma 15. 1, comma 3 into 2, comma 5, we get 2, comma 15. It is the formula used in transformation for translation, rotation, then scaling. So, translation matrix, rotation matrix, scaling matrix. First, we are going to discuss the problems in transformations, then stepping motor problem. First, problem 1. To perform 60-degree rotation of a point P 2, comma 5 about a pivot point 1, comma 2. It's a starting point 2, comma 5 about a pivot point. If a pivot point 1, comma 2 is given, it can be rotated 60 degree. So starting point 2, comma 5. The pivoted point 1, comma 2, rotation angle 60 degree is given. So 60 degree is given. Previously the formula used in the translation, rotation and scaling. Here we use the formula, this rotation matrix. The formula used here. Here combining the translation. Here the formula used. Here the sin theta, sin 60 value 0.866, cos theta, cos 60 is equal to 0.5. Here rotation about the pivoted means we can use this formula. Here pivoting point is given 1,2. Therefore, here one more time we have substituted the same formula here. Tx cos theta plus ty sin theta plus tx minus tx sin theta minus ty cos theta plus ty. Here we have used one more time the formula, same formula used within the matrix, rotation matrix. Here tx 1, ty 2. So minus tx cos theta minus 1 into 0.5 plus 2 into sin theta sin 60.6 plus tx value 1. Pivoted point 0, 0 origin is given. We can use the formula directly. But in this problem, the pivoted point 1, 2 is given. Therefore, the formula is included the minus tx cos theta plus ty sin theta plus tx minus tx sin theta minus ty cos theta plus ty. Here tx equal to 1, ty equal to 2. By substituting, here x comma y are here as a 2, 5 is a rotating point p x comma y multiplied with previous one, this matrix. So matrix multiplication. First we have to simplify with this one. We get this value. Then multiply it with p coordinate 2, 5. We get the minus 1.099 and 4.366 and we get minus 1, 4. This is the answer, minus 1, 4. Can you able to understand? The pivoted point 0, 0 means directly we use the rotation matrix. But here the pivoted point 1, 2 is given. Therefore, we can use this formula. Then problem 2. Here the position vector OP of P of 20, 10 is rotated in anticlockwise direction in xy plane by an angle of 30 degrees such that the point P occupies position Q as shown in figure. The coordinates of x, y of Q are. We have to find the coordinates of Q. The coordinate of P is given 20, 10. The coordinate of P is given is 20, 10. It is rotated by an angle of 30 degree. We can find the coordinate of Q. With a rotation angle 30, initial point P. We can directly substitute the rotation matrix formula cos theta minus sin theta cos theta. So initial point 20, 10. It is the pivot point 0, 0. Therefore, directly we can substitute the formula here. We get 12.3 to 18.66. This is the option B is the correct answer. Here the pivoting point is 0, 0. P is rotated to Q. We have to find out the coordinates of Q. the rotation angle is given, we can directly substitute the cos theta minus sin theta cos theta and b. Then initial point of P 20, 10 multiply it with this rotation matrix to get the result. Then question number 3, already we have discussed this point. Can you able to view the screen? A robo-arm PQ with endpoints 0, 0 and Q 2, 5 rotates counterclockwise about P in the xy plane by 90 degree. The new coordinate pair of the endpoint Q. Here also we have to find the coordinate of Q. Here the 0, 0 is the origin, is a pivot point. 2, 5 is rotates counterclockwise direction about the point P in 90 degree. Already we have discussed in 90 degree the point Q is rotated in counterclockwise direction, means it's a positive direction. 90 degree counterclockwise direction can be rotated. This one P 0, 0, this one Q 2, 5 is rotated in 90 degree in counterclockwise direction. We get minus y, x is the answer. Minus y, x or directly is the matrix multiplication cos theta minus sin theta cos theta formula can also use. We get the same answer. B is the correct answer. Minus 5, 2. The object is rotated about a 90 degree in counterclockwise direction. Minus y, x is the correct answer. Therefore, minus 5, 2 is the correct answer. Then question number 4. Here in a CAD package, mirror image of a 2D point 5, 10 is to be obtained about a line which passes through the line origin and makes an angle 45 degree counterclockwise with the axis. The coordinates of the transformed point will be. We have to find out the endpoint in 5, 10 which can be rotated at an angle 45 degree. Here also the pivot point also is given origin. It's a pivot point. The angle, rotation angle is 45 degree. It's a counterclockwise direction. 45 degree line counterclockwise direction. Therefore, the mirror view can be taken. Here the P equal to 5, 10. Therefore, the mirror view means the answer is B. Mirror view 10, 5. Can you understand? For 45 degree in counterclockwise direction, mirror view will be taken. Therefore, x becomes y becomes x. Therefore, 10, 5 is the answer. The next question, fifth question. Here the point P 3, 1 is to be scaled by a factor of 2 and then rotated by 45 degree in the counterclockwise direction. Coordinates of the new point are, there are 4 options are given. The point P 3, 1 is to be scaled by a factor of scaling with a factor of 2. It's a scaling factor more than 1. It's a enlarging factor. The object can be increased and then rotated by 45 degree in the counterclockwise direction. So explanation. First, we have scaled the given coordinate P. So, initial point 3, 1 is multiplied with scaling factor, scaling matrix 2, 0 and 0, 2. We get the answer 6, 2. Then it is rotated 45 degree in the counterclockwise direction, we get the answer 2.828 and 5.657. This multiplied with the rotation matrix cos theta minus sin theta cos theta. Here theta 45 degree rotation angle is given. We get the answer 2.828 and 5.657. This is the correct answer. First, we have to find out the scaling factor with the 2. Then the result is rotated. The result coordinate is rotated with 45 degree rotation angle. Then problem number 6. Which of the following is the correct data structure for solid models? This is the question asked from modeling. There are 3 modeling techniques used in 3D modeling: solid model, surface model and wireframe model. We have discussed in the first lecture class. There are what is the correct data structure for solid model? There are 4 sets are given. What is the correct data structure for solid model? The option is C is the correct. Here the model is created by first point or vertices, then line or edges, then surface or faces, then solid parts. Can you understand this question? How the data structures are arranged for solid models? Any object is created from points, lines, curves or surfaces. So curves become faces, then finally we get the solids. Therefore, the option is C. First point, line or then solid. Points are called in boundary representation, vertices. Lines are called as edges. Arcs are faces, then solid parts. It is the correct data structure for creating the solid model. Points, lines, face and solid. Vertices, edges, faces, solid parts. It is also a modeling question. The 7th question. A triangular facet in a CAD model 0, 0 is the origin. P2 1, 1, 0. P3 1, 1, 1. It is in a 3-dimensional object is given here. The area of the facet. We have to find out the area of the facet. Okay, the 3 coordinates P1, P2, P3 is given. P1 origin 0, 0. Then P1 origin P1 0, 0. Then P2 here P2 1, 1, 0. P2 P3 1, 1 here. It's a first point. It's a triangular facet. It's a P1, P2, P3. By connecting these 3 points, we get a triangle. Can you understand? First, we have to draw the 3 axes X, Y and Z. This is the P1 origin, P1. Say P2 1, 1, 0. Here 1, 1, 0. Z value is 0. Here both the coordinates are 1 unit, x1, y1, z1. By connecting these 3 points P1, P2, P3, we get a triangular face. We have to calculate the area of the triangular. So formula for area of the triangular, here of into base into height of BH. The base is a root 2. This is root 2. So distance between this point to this point is a base root 2. The height is given here. The height is given 1 unit. So 1. Therefore the answer is 0.7 0.707. We have to first construct x, y, z, then mark the point P1, P2 and P3. By connecting these 3 points we get a triangle. You have to find out the area of the triangle. And the area of the triangle formula of BH. H is directly given, is a 1 unit. Height of the triangle 1 unit. Base, how we have calculated here, is the connecting these this origin P1 to P2. The square is divided into 2 parts. Therefore, the included angle between a square is 90 degree. It is divided by this line. Therefore, angle theta is equal to here 45 degree. Cos theta sin theta is equal to 45 1 by root 2. To get the base here root 2 value. Therefore, directly we substitute the formula 1 by 2 base into height root 2 into 1, 0.707 is the answer. Option B. Then question A. Here also question asked from modeling. It's a surface modeling question. It is the one of the curve generation technique is Kuhn's surface generation technique. A set of grid points on the surface, a set of grid control points, 4 bounding curves define the surface, 2 bounding curves and a set of grid control points. For generating Kuhn's surface, how we can generate a Kuhn's surface means there are 4 boundary curves for define the Kuhn's surface. The option C is correct. It's a Kuhn's surface example sketch. A surface is bounded by 4, it's a closed boundary. The Kuhn's surface is generated by blending of 4 boundary curves. It's a closed one. It's a 4 boundary curves. Therefore, the answer is 4 bounding curves defining the surface. It's a question asked from surface modeling technique. Question number 9. It is stepper motor problem. In a point to point control NC machine, the slides are positioned by an integrally mounted stepper motor drive. If the specification of the motor is 1 degree per pulse and the pitch of the lead screw is given 3.6 millimeter, what is the expected positioning accuracy? This is stepper motor problem. The specification of the motor is given 1 degree per pulse. For receiving the 1 pulse, the stepper motor rotates at 1 degree. The pitch of the lead screw is also given 3.6 millimeter. What is the accuracy of the table positioning? So, formula here. It's a 1 pulse for 1 degree. It's a 1 by 360 degree rotation. 1 pulse rotates 1 degree. Therefore, 1 by 360 degree rotation is given to the machine table. Therefore, basic length unit BLU equal to P by 360 mm. 3.6 is the pitch of the lead screw is given here. 360 divided 3.6 divided by 360. Therefore, 0.01 millimeter is nothing but 10 microns. The answer is 10 microns. This is the formula. A basic length unit equal to pitch divided by 360 millimeter. It means for one pitch is divided by 360 degree. 1 pulse rotates 1 degree. Therefore, directly we can divide the 360 degree. We get 10 micron. The option is 10 microns. This is the formula. Pitch divided by 360 for finding the linear movement of the machine table. For receiving the 1 pulse, for rotating the 1 degree, the table linear movement is 10 micron. This is the positioning accuracy of the table, 10 micron. Here, CNC machine feed drive a stepper motor with a step angle of 1.8 degree drives a lead screw with a pitch of 2 mm. In previous problem, the pitch value 3.6 is given. Here 2 mm pitch of the lead screw. What is the basic length unit? BLU. Here 1 pulse. In previous problem, 1 pulse rotates the 1 degree. Can you understand? Then problem number 10 and problem number 9. Here the 1 pulse rotates the 1 pulse receiving the stepper motor rotates the lead screw of the table in 1 rotation. Here, then problem number 10, the stepper motor angle is 1.8 degree. Therefore, 1 pulse, for receiving the 1 pulse, it can be rotated 1.8 divided by 360 degree. Therefore, 1 by 200 rotation, basic length equal to P divided by 200. Previous one, for 1 pulse, 1 degree. Here, 1 pulse rotates the 1.8 degrees. Therefore, P pitch divided by 200 rotations for 1 complete revolution. For 1 complete revolution, previous problem 360. Here, for 1 complete revolution, we get 200 pulses. Therefore, 200 pitch divided by 200, 2 divided by 200, the value is 10 micron. The problem number 11. In the feed drive of a point-to-point open loop CNC drive, a stepper motor rotating at 200 steps per revolution drives. A table, throw a gearbox and a lead screw nut mechanism. Pitch value is given 4 mm. Number of starts, single start thread. The gear ratio, output rotational speed slash input rotational speed is given by U equal to 1 by 4. The ratio, gear ratio 1 by 4. The stepper motor driven by voltage pulses from a pulse generator executes 1 step per pulse of the pulse generator. The frequency of pulse drive from the pulse generator is, frequency is given 10,000 pulses per minute. Now to calculate line split, pulse generator generating the pulses sent to the stepper motor, gear speed reduction by done by gearbox, lead screw, nut connected with the table, sliding position of the table, lead screw is connected with table. Here rack and pinion setup is used. The problem. The 11th question, the data is given here. For next 2 questions, directly I gave explanation. The question is missed. It will be discussed in next lecture. 12th question, it is also a stepper motor problem. A stepper motor has 150 steps for complete 1 revolution. 150 steps for 1 revolution. The output shaft of the motor is directly coupled to a lead screw of a pitch 4 mm. Pitch value of the lead screw 4 mm, which drives a table. If the frequency of pulse supply to the motor is, here the frequency is given 200 Hz. Frequency of the pulse supply to the motor is, pulse generating generator supplies the pulses in terms of 200 Hz. The speed of the table in millimeter per minute is, we have to calculate the speed of the table in millimeter per minute. What are the values given? 150 steps, pitch value 4. Therefore, first BLU equal to pitch divided by number of steps, pitch divided by number of steps equal to basic length unit equal to 4 divided by 150, pitch 4, 4 divided by 150. 150 steps received for one complete revolution 360 degrees. Therefore, for linear movement, basic length unit pitch divided by number of steps for one revolution, 4 divided by 150 is the 4 by 150 mm, BLU. Here the frequency value is given, frequency 200 Hz, 200 pulses per second. Pulse generating generator generate pulse 200 pulses per second. Therefore, table speed, the movement of the table speed in terms of millimeter per second, 1 BLU, 1 basic length multiplied with 200 millimeter per second. This is the table movement per second. Here we have to calculate the table linear movement of the table with respect to the per minute we have to calculate. Therefore, once again it is multiplied with 60. This is the linear movement of the tool in terms of millimeter per second. Here it is multiplied with 60. We get 320 mm per minute. This is the second answer, option B, 320 millimeter per minute. Therefore, first we have to calculate the basic length unit formula, pitch divided by number of steps for one revolution. Then it is multiplied with number of pulses received per second. This is mm per second linear speed. Then once again it is calculated in terms of minute multiplied with 60. You get 320 millimeter per minute. The next problem, 13th problem, is also a stepper motor. Here the angular movement in degrees of a lead screw with a pitch of 5 mm to drive the work table by a distance of 200 millimeter in a NC machine is, can you understand the problem? The pitch value is given 5 mm, which drives the work table by a distance where distance is given 200 millimeter in a NC machine. We have to calculate the rotation angular movement in terms of degree for rotating the lead screw for the distance of 200 mm. In previous problems, we have calculated the linear distance of the table for giving the degrees and pitch value. Here, we have to calculate the angular movement of the lead screw. The distance value is given 200 mm. Therefore, for one revolution, 360 divided by 5 degree rotation needed. For 200 mm revolution, 360 divided by 5 into 200, we get 14,400 degree rotation is needed for linear movement 200 millimeter of the machine table. Usually we calculate the basic length unit. The length of the distance is given. Therefore, the 360 divided by 5 is the linear movement for 1 mm of the table. For moving the 200 mm, it is multiplied with 200 to get 14,400 degree rotation is needed. Option A is the correct answer. Then 14th problem. A DC servo motor is coupled directly to a lead screw which drives the table of an NC machine tool. A digital encoder which emits 500 pulses per revolution is mounted on the other end of the lead screw. If the lead screw pitch is 5 mm and the motor rotates at 50 rpm. Calculate linear velocity of the table, basic length of the NC system, the frequency of the pulses transmitted by the encoder. It is an assignment problem given to you. A DC motor is coupled directly to a lead screw which drives the table NC machine tool. A digital encoder, it is a transducer which measures the table sliding position, which emits 500 pulses per revolution, is mounted on the other end of the lead screw. Okay, the number of pulses per one complete revolution, 500 pulses. Therefore, first we have to calculate the basic length unit. Pitch of the lead screw is also given 5 mm. First, BLU equal to pitch divided by 360 revolution, 500 pulses. First BLU, first we have to calculate. From the BLU, linear distance we have calculated, then linear velocity is calculated, then frequency of the pulses transmitted of the encoder we have to calculate. So assignment problem given to you. Then question number 16, which type of motor is not used in axis or spindle drives in CNC machine tools? Induction motor, DC servo motor, stepper motor, linear servo motor. Induction motor cannot be used in CNC machine tools. Therefore, the option A is correct. 17th problem. During the development of a product, an entirely new process plan is made based on design logic, examination of geometry, and tolerance information. This type of process planning is known as process planning means to find the sequence of operations for making the product. It is done by human manual processing. It is called manual processing. Manual method of process planning. It is done by computer. It is called computer-aided process planning. The computer-aided process planning has two types: retrieval type, then one more generative type. Generative type, without using the human brain, it can generate using logical algorithm, logical techniques. Without using the previous data, it can develop the new process planning sheet. In retrieval type or variant type, it uses the previous standardized plan, retrieve the plan, then we can edit and modify the model in retrieval type or variant type. Here the question, a new process plan is made based on design logic, examination of geometry, and tolerance information. Here, without using the previous model, previous standard plan, a new model is created based on design logic algorithm, and examination of geometry and tolerance information. It is a generative type of generative type of process planning. Retrieval or variant, both are same. Group technology is one of the concept in manufacturing concept. Is not the correct answer. Retrieval and variant type, it uses the already stored standard plan, retrieve the plan and modify the model. Generative type process plan only generates a new plan based on the design logic and dimensions and tolerances of the drawing. So answer B is the correct answer. In this question asked from NC system, NC contouring is an example of contour path, point-to-point positioning, absolute positioning, incremental positioning. Absolute and incremental, these two are coordinate system used in NC system. NC is used for continuous path positioning or point to point. Here the question is NC contouring is an example. Contouring is an example of continuous path control for the machining operations like phasing operation. We can control the phasing operation as example for continuous path. for continuous controlling the two axes simultaneously. For profile cut, circular or taper tanning operation, we are continuously monitoring the both axes. Straight cut or contour path can be used. For example, option A is the correct answer. Continuous path positioning. You can also in part programming this question. In a CNC milling machine operation, the tool has to machine the circular arc from a point 20,20 to 10,10. The sequence number of 5 of CNC part. The center of the arc is given 20,10. The machine has incremental mode of defining the position coordinates. The correct tool path command. And you understand the question. The arc, circular arc, starting from the point 20,20 to 10,10. The arc position, starting point and end point are the sequence number 5. There are 4, all the statements are sequence number 5. N represents the sequence number. Starting point 20,20 to 10,10. Circular arc. Therefore, there are this one Z01 linear interpolation. Therefore, option A is not correct. Here, these three are Z03, Z03 and Z02 is used. If the center of the arc is 20,10, then one more condition is given: incremental mode. Incremental mode Z91 is code is used. Therefore, option A and C are eliminated. Here A and C are eliminated. Therefore, the answer B is correct. Z91 is used for incremental mode. This one absolute. Therefore, option A is not correct. Here also Z91 is used. The starting point of the arc 20,20, 10,10. It will be direction of arc will be we need to move minus 10 units in x direction, minus 10 units in y direction. Therefore, it reaches 10,10. Therefore, it's a counter clockwise direction arc. So, the code is used for circular interpolation here Z03. Therefore, option B is correct. So, what are the G codes used this problem? Sequence number N, Z90 absolute, linear interpolation, then X and Y, then R value. Here the starting and end point of the arc based on starting point and end point, we have to direction of arc first we have calculated, then this center of the arc, based on the center of the arc we have calculated the radius of the arc. Then incremental mode, based on the incremental mode we have calculated the radius value. Option B is correct. Sequence number 5, incremental mode, anti-clockwise direction of circular interpolation, then end point of the arc, then radius of the arc. Then question number 20. For machining a rectangular island represented by a coordinates P, Q, R and S points 0, 0, 100, 0, 100, 50 and 0, 50. On a casting using CNC milling machine. Machining of rectangular island, the 4 coordinates are given. An end mill with a diameter of 16 mm is used. Diameter of end mill cutter 16 mm. Trajectory of the cutter, center to machine the island PQRS. Movement of the cutter, center to machine island. Let's sketch. P, Q, R, S, point 1, 2, 3, 4, It's a 16 mm diameter cutter. The trajectory of cutter path this direction 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a center of the cutter. This one cutter offset value already we have discussed. Cutter offset compensation. Radius of the cutter diameter 16, therefore radius 8. This is cutter movement from point 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to comes to first position 1. If the center of the arc 20 comma this question and then the trajectory of the cutter center to meshing the island for the rectangular machining operation. The path of the trajectory we have to find out. And you understand the 4 options: minus 8 comma 8, 108 comma minus 8, 108 comma 58, minus 8 comma 58, minus 8 comma minus 8 is the correct answer. How did you calculate these coordinates? It is the origin, it is the center of the cutter. We have to subtraction x units along the x direction, minus n, the same thing along the y direction. We have subtracted from this origin minus 8. Suppose first minus 8 comma 8. Similarly, this point already the q is say p, so coordinate q is 100, therefore 100 plus 8 108. This one already it is 0, therefore subtracted from the origin minus 0.8. Similarly, we have calculated the corner P, Q, R and S. Then once again, so for continuous comes to original position, return to the first point. So option A is the correct answer. Okay students, what are the topics we have discussed today? Various driving units used in CNC system, servo motor AC or DC, then stepper motor, then fluid power control, hydraulic or pneumatic drives are used in CNC system. In stepper motor is used for open loop control system. Stepper motor rotates based on the input pulses received from the pulse generator. For each pulse rotates the stepper motor to a particular degree. The stepper motor shaft is connected to the net screw. The net screw is connected to the machine table through rattle cable. The rotary movement is converted to the linear movement of the table. The movement of the position of the table is measured by rotary encoder. Transducer is used for positioning the table. Then 1 BLE is equal to pitch per for how many pulses, how many steps received for rotating one complete revolution. Then transformations we have discussed. There are what is transformation? Movement of the modifying the object, created object without redrawing. Translation, scaling and rotating. These are the 3 basic transformations. Then problems discussed in previous year question gate exams. These are the reference column. Thank you students.